It's the European qualifier to boot. He's down 1 point in the top right side of Orbital Shipyard in the losers bracket. We've got the red Zerg player, Carnage Esports, Namshar.
In the bottom left, as the blue Zerg, it's sort of still teamless, right?
I care so much less about that and more for the fact that, again, nobody's going for early pull or early gas. It's like, I don't think that this is a terrible thing, but as Bly pointed out to us, it's such a strong build. Like, why not do it until you start actually losing with it?
No, he's still on team property.
Okay,
He
cool.
just doesn't have his clan.
Property is sponsored by, I think, like Broadband 2 or something. It's like an internet company. Like, I know this tournament's sponsored by TING, and that's cool, but I would love to get, like of all sponsors out there, I think either something with, like, an airline would be, like, a dream sponsorship.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah, or internet. Because both of those things play hugely influential parts in my life right now.
Can you imagine being in first class? Just in general.
No.
Like, I don't know what it would be like. I've never sat in the chairs. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not... Can you imagine being in first class going to blank? It's just being in first class. Oh my god. Oh, wait, you weren't there. Why did I think you were there? So, I guess this is macro, but it's a macro game, so I'll tell a story anyways.
Yay!
So, when me and Fear Dragon and my friend that went to Korea, we were all, like, in the mall. We were, like, on the bottom level of the mall where the aquarium was. Yeah, Korea's malls are pretty good. And we walked past this place, and it was like a bunch of like kind of cubicle type deals, but like with curtains instead of like walls. And you could kind of see inside, and it was basically replicating the first class lounge of a very like fancy airplane, air carrier or whatever. So you could actually like pay a couple of bucks to just sit and relax and be catered to like as if you were in first class, but not in an actual airplane.
Well, I think I remember hearing a story from somebody at Home Story Cup. Like, the time Artosis went, they flew them out their first class. I was just like, damn. When we hit that point, you know you made it.
Seriously. I remember that time that we went on the, well, I didn't have that bad of a flight to Home Story Cup, but you did.
I had no, my flight was perfectly fine to Home Story Cup. It was like the layover that was terrible.
I was trying to like bond with Tempo last night over like the Home Story Cup like travel woes and hotel woes, and he just looked at me and he was like, "I went to the other place," and I was like, "God, that's right." So he was like, "No, the hotel was perfectly fine." Like, no, I loved my airplane. Like, God damn it.
Like, I would 10 out of 10 go through I would go through all that hell again because I love Home Story Cup.
Of course. All right, this is still a macro-based game.
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
Sort of is getting away with a faster Roach Warren, but that's about it.
Yeah, third base is being taken down. I guess different locations, so it looks a little bit funky on the minimap, but still somewhat similarly timed. Now, we saw Namshar go for the Mutalisk last game, and actually, we can talk about that for now. I'm wondering if that'll be the case again, because if you're a player who's constantly going Mutalisk in ZvZ, either it's because your opponents are doing a lot of Mutalisk play, or you're worried about lurkers. I kind of feel like, after seeing that first game, it would be smart of Namshar not to go into Mutas at all.
Yeah. Actually, talk about that a little more later. Some lings of sort of surprising Namshar here. Now, Namshar was the one who bothered going for a Baneling Nest, so it's a little funny. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Yeah. It's a little funny seeing sort of being the one to do some ling aggression, but that is done and over with thanks to those Banelings. Alrighty then. But, so going into the mutas, like, Namshar has been just, like, on a roll lately. Like, sure, he isn't winning tournaments, but he got to the second IEM qualifier, which is pretty impressive for the bracket that was there. He's getting this far in this tournament, which is pretty impressive as well. He just seems to be better and better. And, he's 3-2 against Hydra. Hydra ended up winning, but still very close. His ZvZ is something that's obviously getting a lot better, as well as his other matchups. So if he decided to go for mutas again, I would have confidence he knew what he did wrong and like was gonna fix it, because he was just this close to having a good game. He just kind of fumbled with his ground army.
I love these responses in chat about people saying like, "The fuck, Jesse thinks he kicked my ass at StarCraft? No way, bro." Actually, I don't know if Jesse's still around. He may have taken a bit of a break, but he was in chat for pretty much 100% of the cast so far. So if you guys see him in chat, please do challenge him. And if you kick his ass, I don't know, give us a replay. Maybe we'll even cast it.
Maybe.
No promises. We're doing a lot of casting right now.
do some stupid shit and increase your chances.
Yeah. Beat him with a battlecruiser proxy. I will cast the hell out of that.
So we have Namshar going for the faster +1 and the roach speed. Yeah, sort of got a lair. What's he waiting for? Oh, a Nidus Worm.
Ah, that's what he's waiting for. Okay, cool. This is where the game starts really taking a turn. So this means sort of is going to be sacrificing a lot of tech, and he's faking a move out right now. That Overseer sees the army heading out, and he might even go as far as to go across the map and then come back afterwards. But everything he can do to make Namshar not realize that this is a Nidus Worm.
Ooh, he's gonna get that Overseer.
It's in this. I just want to really emphasize. This is not like Nidus Worm TVZ or ZVP. You're not trying to sneak one in necessarily. Sometimes you can just put a Nidus Worm on the front lines, and that's good enough. And that seems to be sort of his only option right now, as he doesn't have vision anywhere else. So this might just be a reinforcement or alternatively a retreat path. But 5 queens, we've got a little bit of energy saved up on them. They're going to be joining that front line. This is going to be a big brute force attack out of sort of, and he once again comes into this with a big supply lead. Couple of Ravagers have been made, but there's no roach speed for sort of.
Kind of a questionable choice to start the fight that quickly, but there comes the rest of reinforcements. Here we go. That's the thing. Kicker.
Feels like he really underestimated the timing on that. But even with his pores that started, again, there's going to be a couple transfuses here. The queens are going to be able to get some range attacks over top of the roaches. Bailey's going off to cause some splash damage. Ravager's getting some corrosive battles on these queens. Only takes a couple to kill them.
This is not going well.
Sort of's got to bail. He's got to get back in that Nidus Room and get the hell out of here. This is not going to be worth it if he sticks around. Back at home, he's behind drones. Oh no.
He's already lost. He's down an upgrade and he's down speed. This was very questionable.
Not having roach speed, I think, is actually one of the worst parts of this. I don't really mind so much the +1 disadvantage here. It's the fact that he can't pick fights. Namshar can actually hit and run roaches.
It's funny how many times you've seen Nidus Worms. When they first were introduced, it was like they would just instantly win games and it was a little stupid. But now we just see them instantly lose games.
Right? I feel like we're seeing so many Nidus Worms lose, and they didn't have to change or nerf or nothing to it. People just learned how to deal with them.
Yeah. This is a lot to deal with. Namshar is up by 60 supply. 40 of that's in army. And of course, the addition of those Ravagers getting some nice corrosive bios means that he will take it.
Ties up the series 1-1. Nicely done. Woo.
That one was a lot easier than the last game.
Absolutely.